Hello, sweet friends. It's Sarah at Crochet.With.Coffee, and thank you so much for joining me for another Whip Wednesday, and we are picking our mystery colors for our Persian tile blanket. So if you have not seen past episodes and you want to be surprised with the color picks, you can go ahead and check those out. But oh, and also we are using the pattern by Janie Crow, and it is the Persian tile blanket, and I'm not doing tutorials here. I'm just doing mystery picks. This is week number 1. This is what the first tile look like, and I'm only showing you the octagons, not the squares and stuff. So I'm just gonna show you those at the end of each episode. So just a recap of last week, or I'm sorry, the first week, and this was week number 2, and that was last week. And just the differences of those. Someone in the comments last week mentioned that the center here, and I can't unsee it now, but the center here looks like corn on the cob. And if the orange was yellow, it would look even more like it. But isn't that funny? How like the green curls up like the leaves. I just thought that was so funny, and I can't unsee it now. But anyway, those are our first 2 octagons, and I'm excited to see what this week is looking like. So we're going to do our mystery picks. I'm going to pick the first 3 colors because that is the very center of this. So I think I'm going to do the first 3 colors and do that, and then we'll do our next picks from there. So first 3 picks are going to be we've got chocolate brown is number 1. Got number 2 is cinnamon. Ooh, that's showing up really funny. Oh, it looks like it's glowing from my light over here. It is not glowing. Oh, it's terrible. Cinnamon. And one more. Rust. That is so weird. I wonder why it's showing up like that on camera. Okay. All right, so we had chocolate, cinnamon, rust. Is that what we had? That's almost what we had last week. Chocolate, rust, cinnamon. So they're switched up a little bit. That's funny. All right, so working on chocolate first. Let me get this worked up, and then I'll show you what we have for our first 3 rows. Okay, so I was wrong with the colors that were on this one. This one was chocolate toffee and cinnamon, I believe. This one is chocolate, cinnamon, rust. You can see the difference. So that is our center. All right, and let's do our next 2 colors. So those are like the little leaf, little corn, the corn and the corn on the cob thing. So that's our next 2 colors. Let's see, are we gonna get corn colors this time? All right, we got toffee. That's gonna be for the little leaf part. And then green apple. Alrighty. So let's do that one. We're gonna do toffee and green apple. What is this? What is this? How did this happen? I want to know who did this. I've been the only one in here. I don't know how this happened. This is crazy. What was I doing? What was I even doing? All right, let me get this untangled, and then we'll start on the next part here. All right, I finally got that untangled. That was fun. All right, so I've got Toffee, and Toffee is going to be our next row. So I'm going to get this one done, and then we'll check back in after I have these 2 rows done so that we can see what it's looking like, and then we'll do our next picks to see what our next colors are. This is working up so much faster now that I've done it a couple times already. I know what it is that I'm expecting. So there's the first 5 rows. We've got our little corn cob buddies over here. Nice and green. Love it. Okay. Now we'll do, I think the rest of the picks that we have, we'll just see what order these are going to be in. Let's see, we've got mustard. Is it still shiny? Can't tell, can you? Mustard. Wine. And ivory. So that means ivory is going to be our first fan color this time. So let me work this up and I'll give you an update, and then we'll start our next pick and we'll find out what color our second fan is going to be. I'm so excited. So we've not had a white fan yet. We've had 2 wine fans, and we've had a mustard fan and a green apple fan, but we haven't had an ivory one yet. So that is going to really bring out that bright color on the edges more. So I'm really excited to see that. So I'll be right back and show you what we have for those. All right, this is what it's looking like. So we have all of our picks done for that part now. I have set aside our outer 2 colors, the cinnamon and the green apple, and then the last 2 colors that we picked are the wine and the ivory. So I set those 2 aside as well. Now I have 3 more. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 3 more colors to pick for the outside of this one. Got mustard, chocolate brown again, and rust. All right, so mustard, chocolate brown, rust are going to go on the outside of this one, and we will get that all done. And then once I get those colors on, I'm going to add the outside edge to it, and then I'm going to show you what that looks like all put together. And we'll see what that one looks like. Okay, now I'm going to do our picks for our squares. So I have 2 half squares this time again. So I did all my tallying. I'm going to put that in there, and I'm only keeping out the cinnamon and the green apple. So everything else is going back in, and we need to pick, how many colors was it? We need 4 colors. So we're going to do 4 colors for the first square, 4 colors for the second square. All right, we have chocolate brown, mustard, wine, and last color, rust. All right. So that is chocolate brown, mustard, wine, and rust. All right, and our second square. Okay. Toffee. Ooh, we haven't gotten that one yet. Wine. Brown. I would like ivory. I think ivory would be really pretty on that one. Let's see. Rust. Okay, so these are both ending in rust today. So I'm going to get those worked up. I'm going to get the borders on all of them, and then I will be back to show you all of the squares and the octagons, and we'll take a look at it after that. I'll be right back. So I just want to give an update because I got all of the picks done. This is the pick so far with this one. I love it. And then, look at this one. It has the last two that are the same. And then this one finishes in the same color. I love it. Isn't it funny that the ones that we've been doing together end up being almost exactly the same? It's so crazy. All right, I'm gonna put the edges on this and then I'll check back in. Hey, so it's the next day. We had company over last night, so I had to film this today instead of yesterday. I just had the things that I made and I want to show you those. So this is one of the squares. I really like this one. I love the colors of that, like the orange at the end there and then going, so that rust color that went into the, what is it, cinnamon color. Really like that. And then this is the second one. I really like this one too. So those are our half squares that we did. And now the octagon. Get the right side. Okay, are you ready? Ready. Here we go. I like it. Look at all that yellow. And the white, I really like the fans with the white. I think that is so pretty. So then we had last week. I still think last week was my favorite. So we got that. And then the week before, that one. Yeah, I think week number 2 so far is my favorite. Yeah, week number 2 is my favorite still. Love it. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more content that I have on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and you can visit me next time. I hope you have a wonderful day and I hope you find joy in the little things.